I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my snapshot for you, Capricorn, for the week of June the 1st. Now, right at the start of the week, there's a full moon, and it's in the sign before you in your solar 12th house. So this is really going to get you thinking about, where you are, what you want to do. Really dive down deep to, get sort of the way that you really feel about what's happening in your life now. Okay, but here's the warning: don't stay there for too long. We know us Capricorns, we can get into the Capricorn blues, and before we know it, we're like sitting in a little bit of a despondent state. And all Capricorns, I don't know one that's not prone to that state. Fortunately, we get ourselves out of it, okay? But it's important. It's like we need that. I always say that we need that decompressing time between our work and our social. It's like we get so focused and busy at work and then it's difficult for us to go from there straight out into the social scene or mix with other people. So we need that little bit of time in between, which I call decompression time, just to be with ourselves, by ourselves, with our own thoughts and feelings, and just to let it percolate and work through. Then it's like we do this filing system, emotional filing, and then we can go out and face the world and be with other people. So I'd be interested to know if you relate to that, because I'm certainly like that, and as a Capricorn, and I have a number of Capricorn friends who feel the same way. So yeah, I appreciate that comment. But so with Saturn there in our solar 12th house, it does lend us to, and with the full moon in this area too, it does lend us to get into that decompression state, but don't stay there too long. That's often what we do. We sort of need a partner or a good friend who, gets us up and out and provides that balance in our life. Now, Venus is still right opposite, so this is our love zone, so great time for love, romance, and certainly this week, on the whole, it's a much smoother week than last week. Last week, there seemed to have been, a lot of confusion, some upsets, very unsettled, working through things. And so by the end of the week, it was like on the weekend, it started to come together. Anything that wasn't really finalized gets another sort of hit with the full moon. And then for the rest of the week, it sort of smooths out, I hope. Okay. Now, there is still a number of planets and activity in your solar 6th house. This is to do with your day-to-day work. Mars is here, so good not to get distracted. Mars does have at the towards the end of the week a favorable connection with Jupiter, and Jupiter is in our Jupiter, and Venus also moves into this area at the end of the week into your solar 8th house. Very good for money, very good for working with people in partnerships, and it's actually a very lucky area too. So I will be going out and buying a lotto ticket personally, because you know what they say, you've got to be in it to win it. So but it's certainly a great time to work with people as a partnership level, or just discuss some monetary opportunities. Now, let's not forget that Mercury is still retrograde, so you want to make sure that you double check everything, particularly to do with communication and around work, okay? But all in all, I hope this is a great week for all of us. I hope things start to feel like they're coming together and the confusion is lifted. So love and luck to you. Hope something wonderful happens for each and every one of you. I'm Jennifer Angel. See you next week.